Hi kids, I'm going to read you a story about preparing for winter, and I'm reading with permission from Chronicle Books. It is called Sleep Tight Farm, a farm prepares for winter. The December days shorten and darken. We are busy putting the farm to bed. With our crops mostly in, strawberries, raspberries, vegetables, honey, and hay, now is the time to prepare for deep frost, the coming wind and snow. Many hands make light work, Mom says. We take straw over berry plants to blanket them from winter's frosty bite. Next April and May, they'll leaf out green and blossom white. In June, they'll give fruit so red and juicy, we'll make jam and freeze berries to eat till summer comes again. We lick our lips remembering. Good night, strawberries covered with straw. So here's the berries, and here they are covering them up. They're almost done. We cut kale and chard and broccoli. We saw down tree-like Brussels sprout stems. We dig for the last carrots, beets, and potatoes to add to those stored in the barn. There they await winter markets and our own winter meals. Look at all that good farm produce that they grew. The field, above in the hayloft, we have to talk about that first. A mountain of harvested hay bales stands ready to sell. The fields rest brown and bare. Dad tills and plants a cover of oats and rye to protect and replenish the fields that gave us so much. Good night, fields, peaceful and still. See, here's the hayloft, and there out there is the fields. Dad cuts back the raspberries before wind and snow can crack the canes. We cart the old brush to burn. Goodbye to last year's twigs and leaves with their bugs and spots. That's one way to control bugs for the next year. The promise of late summer's plump fruit lies in roots tucked underground. Good night, raspberries resting below. Look at all those beautiful raspberries on those plants. We stack wood by the house and in the sugar house too. It will heat our home all winter, and in early spring, it will fuel the fire that boils maple syrup into sap. And I just happen to have an old syrup jar that was my husband's family's, and they used to have syrup in that. Good night, stacked wood, awaiting to work. There they are, carrying their wood. Before the winter winds come howling, we secure the hoop house's plastic sides with ropes and bales of hay. Inside, we float sheets of white cloth over the baby greens till the New Year's thaw. Safe under cover, rest little leaves with mouth-filling names: spinach, mizuna, tetsoi, arugula. Our winter salad greens will nap till stronger sun can wake them. Yeah. Taking care of them for winter. Last August, the hoop house grew so hot, we rolled up the sides and flung open the doors while picking tomatoes, melons, and heat-loving okra. Now we button up the perfect shelter for changing weather. Good night, hoop house, wrapped up tight. There it is, they've done their work. We board up chinks in the chicken coop and set a timer to give the hens the light they need to lay eggs all winter. We fluff the nests with hay, plug in the water heater, scoop fresh grain. We collect the day's eggs, fragile gifts from our friends. Good night, chickens, snug in your coop. So there's extra work to do to keep the chickens laying eggs all winter. With bales of hay, we build a windbreak for the beehives and place a stone on each lid to hold it firm. We make the hive entrances smaller to keep roaming field mice out. Within each hive, a single queen lies in a cluster of maids working to keep her fed. There's the beehives. Maybe you've seen them out in the fields. In September, we harvested honey and wax, but left enough for the bees who made enough for us. Good night, bees, sheltered and safe. The farm stand is stocked for the holidays with fresh eggs, greens, and roots, onions and garlic braids, decorative corn, honey, and maple syrup. There's plenty for us and plenty to sell. Look at that fun market. Mom and Dad moved planter, cultivator, tiller, and baler into the equipment shed, a shelter from rust and cold. The tractors go in last. Good night, farm. And the tractors go in last so that they can hook up to the equipment and get it back out when they're ready to work in the spring. The fire jumps in the wood stove. We feast on homegrown treats, vegetable soup and berry pie. We pull clinking lights from a box, untangle to hang on the porch. Getting ready for Christmas and winter. Look, Mom says, the rising moon, the bright sway of stars in the sky. We light beeswax candles to soften the longest night. Are there candles in the window? The farm is ready for down quilts of snow, the shh of the wind. Dad tucks us in. Good night, farmers. Sleep tight. Sleep tight, farm. And there's a little author's note at the end of this story that I am going to read you. Every winter when the farm work has slowed, I write letters to a neighboring class of 3rd and 4th graders. Maybe you're in 3rd and 4th grade. I write about chickens. I write about our chickens, the seeds we are ordering, the growers meetings we attend, the maple trees we tap, and the plants we start in the greenhouse. And we have grower meetings at AgroLiquid, so maybe they go to one of those. The children write back asking questions. Do you have a dog? Do you like farming? What is your favorite food to grow? Then in May, the children and their wonderful teacher come to the farm for lunch and a visit, and we have kids to our farm. They pull weeds, gather eggs, harvest the first strawberries and radishes, and explore the farm. They learn different things at our farm than actually getting to work with the vegetables that we eat. They are such knowledgeable visitors. They know where each food in their lunches come from. They know that the food they eat in every meal comes from the farm. And that's why we do it, so you can learn more about the farm and how we get our food. They can see that a farm has a lot of work, but for every way that we take care of the farm, it returns the gift. A fresh egg for breakfast, a sweet fruit all summer, a place to share and call home all year long. And we help support all those farmers by selling them products that help their vegetables and their crops grow strong and good and produce extra. Have a fun day. Bye.